この島でエルディア帝国のために力を貸してくれる者がいるなら声を上げよう。我々は歓迎しエルディア人として迎える。
ふざけるなクソ野郎。誰がお前ら
に鉛玉に屈することなく義勇兵の誇りを貫いた。でも誇りに死ぬことはない。いいじゃないか、屈したって。こんな死に方するより生きてた方が。
One of the most common arguments against the idea of an anime original ending is that Eren wouldn't be able to fight his friends. This is because one of Eren's biggest concerns and reasons for doing the rumbling was so that his friends could live long, happy lives. Therefore, it is often said that if Eren planned to destroy the entire world, he wouldn't let his friends leave Paradise to try and stop him. However, these arguments fail to consider the motivations of the Alliance. Not only that, but Eren revealed that he didn't even know if his friends would survive the explosive battles he put them through. The truth of the matter is that Eren allowed them to try and stop him. Because for them to live long, happy lives, they need to live lives that they're proud of.
俺が助けなかったらどうするつもりだったんだ。
君のお母さんが人の姿に戻ってた。
超大型巨人を継承してな。そうなりゃ母ちゃんを苦しめるって考えりゃわかることなのに。母ちゃんには立派な兵士になれって言って送り出された。なのに息子は子供と友達を殺すかもしれなかった。そんな兵士になっちまったんだ俺は。
In the chapter and episode aptly titled Pride, Connie realizes that if he were to feed Falco to his mom, this wouldn't make her happy, even though he saved her life. This is because Connie, sacrificing Falco, a child, or his friend Armin, would go against his mother's wish that he would become a great soldier that protects everyone. Instead, she would suffer. Connie is able to understand this because only a couple of days before, he learnt that feeling for himself.
前代未聞の大虐殺だ。
じゃあ止めるかエレンを。エレンは安楽死計画で俺たちを虚勢しようとするジークを拒み、始祖の力を維持するためヒストリアを犠牲にすることを拒んだ。つまりエレンは俺たちを守るために壁外人類を犠牲にした。この大虐殺の恩恵を受けるのは俺たちだ。
お前らが大事だからだ。他の誰よりも。
He experienced the guilt that comes from benefiting from an atrocity, especially an atrocity that someone did for their sake. When Connie realized that Eren was committing genocide for his sake, he could no longer live proudly and began to behave shamelessly by desperately trying to feed Falco to his mom. Eventually, Connie realizes that he wants to become a soldier his mother would be proud of, even if this means she might never be revived. Because to him, it's more important to die proudly rather than to suffer living with shame.
アルミン、俺は母ちゃんに誇れる兵士になりたい。だから困ってる人を助けに行こう。
It's because of this that Eren has no choice but to let them try and stop him, even if he plans to destroy the entire world. When Historia learned Eren's plan, she said that she wouldn't be able to live with herself if she doesn't do everything she can to stop him. He was destroying the world to save her, but she realized that she wouldn't be able to live a life she's proud of. The implication is that the suffering would be so great that Eren's friends might take their own lives. This is why they can't help but fight to the end to stop Eren.
時間がねえ。早く行くぞ。
どこに？
世界を救いに。
With this, we can understand one of the most cringe panels in the manga. Connie has always been the comedy relief character, but Isayama chose him to say this line. It comes off as strange to say something so righteous when just hours earlier he tried to trick a child into being eaten, emphasizing how this is his way of wiping his slate clean and living with pride again. It shows Reiner lying on the floor with Connie standing over him, which combined with his demanding words almost gives the impression that it's more in Connie's interest to save the world than Reiner's. Save the world has been used as code for Eldian extermination in the series in the past, when Willy was declaring war on Paradise, when Zeke was talking about his castration plan, and when Megaeth was attacking the island, all of them saving the world, exterminate the Eldians. The fact that Connie used it here left a bad taste in my mouth when I first read. Like the author has to be aware of that in his writing, right? And we now know that the Alliance saving the world really did lead to the extermination of the people of Paradise. This demonstrates the flawed nature of pride. Just as living a proud life may lead someone to sacrifice themselves, being a proud soldier meant that Connie, ironically, was not a good soldier who protects everyone. He betrayed Paradise, risking the safety of his people, and even killed his friends, Daz and Samuel, making him, by most standards, not a good soldier. In the end, the only way for Eren to save his friends was to bail them out with the 80% plan. Connie was not happy with Eren destroying the world for his sake, and had to do everything in his power to make it right. But because Eren's plan took that into account, letting Connie sacrifice himself to save humanity, he was pleased with the end result. Even though it still meant the death of 4/5 of humanity, Connie was glad because he got to have it both ways. In other words, it was never about actually saving people. It was only about keeping his pride intact. But ultimately, Eren respects this. Without adhering to their sense of pride, Connie and the Alliance cannot live long, happy lives. This is the unbreakable conviction Eren talks about. And this is proven by the fact that Sadis, Magath, and even Hanji all died proudly. But this means that Eren has no choice but to let them come after him. If he were to commit to a full rumbling, he wouldn't be able to prioritize them, and they would continue fighting to their deaths to alleviate the guilt. This is how the Alliance gets themselves killed. But the Alliance doom Paradise. So there's only one thing Eren can do.
戦え。